Oh, got noise. Every other day, I got noise.
Arsenal dominated the first half. The second half was a bit more back and forth. But overall, Liverpool scored from an own goal.
What do you do when you can tell, like, you've been sussed out, the team has adapted to you? Like, how are you going to change the game? I don't know if he's that, but, you know, he could probably play for, like, a lower level club like Manchester United.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I'm Dre, man, avid Man United fan. I'll be your host for today. Before we go around the room, just the usual stuff where you can find us online. You can find us on Instagram, X. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Apple. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us everywhere on the World Wide Web. So that's podcast.pundits, podcastpundits_. Right, let's go around the room and introduce who we got with us today. If I start to my left, Della.
Hello, Dre, man. That's the first time you said it for a while, so yeah, hello to you too. Just remind the man and many club faces who you support or who you supporting now, just so everyone knows. Yeah, Della Strada here. I'm just a football fan.
Just a football fan. So Is it that you just follow the football, and then if it's a team that you like, one of your top three teams?
No, because if I was to do the man of many club faces, then Man City won, Newcastle won. Unfortunately, Arsenal didn't win. So I'm just here to just talk football.
Okay, so you're just neutral today.
I'm always neutral.
He doesn't want to do his guard of honour, so he's using his words carefully. All he had to do was say man of club, many club faces. He would be contracted.
Well, there's no need for me to say that. That got taken away from me. So hey, what can I do?
Fair enough. Okay, moving to Della's left.
Yo, what are you saying, guys? It's your boy Stripes. It's your boy. It's your boy Stripes, aka Striver. Yeah, man, I support Arsenal. The guys didn't introduce me last episode. Still, man, I was there last week, just in case you don't recognise.
Was that when you turned up late?
Why didn't they introduce you?
Yeah, you guys didn't want to introduce me, man. I'm here with a professional on time as per usual. And you guys just want to introduce me. You wanted to replace me with John Boy, but yeah, man, I'm here being introduced this time. It's all good. Before we move on to the podcast fans' favorite, I'm clocking that you're not reading from your teleprompter this time. Like when you do your intros, you saying you're comfortable now? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I just have it there. It's just to make sure I cover all my points. But
you missed TikTok still.
Oh, there you go, TikTok. There you go.
But really and truly, and I was thinking about this the other day. There's no point reading off all these platforms, because if they're listening to the podcast, some way somehow they should know.
It's in all the descriptions as well, really. Yeah, so there's no way that they can really miss it. But I think it's just formulaic now, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Just letting people know, like, just give us a like, give us a follow.
Just in case someone's recommended it to a new listener for the first time or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But people have been liking it.
Yeah, what are stats saying, Strives? Because normally you're the statistician.
I've not really looked at the...
We say you don't want to talk business, yeah? Right now.
It's true, man.
That's crazy.
You know, it's crazy when yeah, man. Let me not say that.
Let's introduce last but not least.
This guy's got
it's your boy.
His attitude stinks. Man.
Oh, got noise. Every other day, I got noise. Yo, it's your boy Joe Nomadic. Boy, top of the league, top of the FA Cup. What was the second best team in the UK now, right? According to your statistics. What was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm the second best team in the league, Liverpool FC. Oh, got noise. Let's have it, boys.
What are you saying, Cloud 9?
Come on, man.
Cloud 9. All right.
I saw you go to see hashtag and Dulwich.
Oh, yes. You went down there to watch the game, bro. It was a fucking sick game. Old tight Dulwich. Obviously, they play a bit of dead football now without Gavin. Just route one, man. Like, they didn't actually deserve to win, but they were clinical, man. So good game, 3-1.
Fair enough. But at least you're still connecting with the roots, man.
Come on, grassroots and that.
Yeah, grassroots. So, as everyone knows, this past week or weekend as well, it's not been any Premier League. It's all been FA Cup action. and it'd only be fair to go straight into the blockbuster of a game that we had yesterday. That was Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2, as Klopp's side punished wasteful Arsenal to reach the FA Cup fourth round. I think that opening line just kind of summed up the game, right? If I move to you straight away, Strives, that...
No, okay. You're forgetting something.
What was that? Oh, no, I was gonna go to that.
No.
When I answered this.
Jerry, ask me first.
All right.
Go on.
Yeah, Jerry, were they...
Hold on, who's hosting here, bro?
No, it's cool. I get what's going on. But what are you saying, Della? You involved in this next part, or
what part? He's trying to get you to Arsenal.
This is your opportunity, bro. This is your opportunity to prove to the listeners
yeah, it's
who you
true.
really are, bro.
Where you're
I am okay.
Yeah, so Jerry.
No, you know what? Like, obviously, I done all my talking on the weekend, so I want to hand this one to Strives.
Yeah, Strive. So before we go into it, that opening title that I'm saying basically summed up the game. But before you go into it and you break it down, because I know there's already been 5 minutes in this pod, there'll be another 40 now. Do we need like a guard of honor for the Liverpool contingent?
I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, let's have it, man.
Yeah. So normally what we do is we do a little clap when the rivals play each other, and whoever comes out on top gets the clap of honor.
Pause. Yeah, man.
Sing organizer as well, please.
Organize.
Every other day I organize.
Take it away, Strives.
You know what?
Just for those listening, that is only...
I'm giving a round of applause.
It's only Striver clapping and not the man of many club faces.
Yeah, so if you hear Dennis Strada claim to be an Arsenal fan, he doesn't do his duty.
If you sit next to him again in the Emirates, you have...
No, if you're a football fan, you're a football fan, isn't it? The way you can't, it's all right, man.
But yeah, I want to give that... I think that round of applause is deserved to Liverpool. I actually had a dream, and usually my dreams are prophetic. And I had a dream that we were gonna like spank Liverpool, but that was before the Anfield game. So I thought, okay, maybe it's gonna be this one, but it didn't happen. And
it didn't happen.
Yeah, and to see obviously Liverpool go to the Emirates, like we were gassed to leave Anfield with a point because it's such a hard ground to go to. But we're trying to make the Emirates a fortress of our own. Obviously, we're having a little bit of a jittery period, but for Liverpool to come to the Emirates, a couple players down.
Yeah.
And
3 losses in a row, uncharacteristic. But what is that? Apparently, it's the craziest that it's like 3 losses in 2 years. So it's not even...
Who's that, Liverpool or Arsenal?
No, Arsenal.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just giving Liverpool their flowers and you just wanted to throw what's going on. But yeah, we could go straight into it, man. But yeah, man, it happens, bro. Like, everyone was enjoying their Christmas period, but I actually, like, Arsenal really affects my moods at times, but I've got better recently because obviously we've been winning, but bro, having a Christmas period here where Arsenal are just collecting L's has been pretty difficult, man. I'll be real. I'm just trying to keep I've been trying to keep a positive mental attitude, PMA. So I tried to start the podcast lively, jubilant, what have you not, to mask the pain. But yeah, man.
Because obviously in that game as well, the Gunners started 0 to 100 like they normally would come out the blocks. They're coming out flying, right?
Yeah, I think the last 3 times we've played Liverpool... 3 times, because I think when we beat them at the Emirates, I can't remember if we started off the strongest. I think that game was just back and forth all game. But the last 3 times that I remember, we seemed to start the first half pretty strong. Like we come out the blocks like racing. Obviously, we went 2-0 up him at Anfield. They drew 2-2. They came back, drew 2-2. Probably could have won the game 3-2. Some might say. And then the next game 0-0. But we started that game strong again.
Yeah.
Liverpool then took over, and in this game we started the game strong, and then Liverpool took over, man. So that just seems to be the trend of what happens.
Because obviously, when you're seeing that you're obviously missing these chances, are you just thinking, is it going to be one of those days again?
I'm just thinking what I've been telling you, man. Like we need a striker. We need a striker. Like I didn't think it was sustainable for us to keep up the levels or rely on our young boys and our wingers the way that we had been doing. And I just felt like, you know what, the additions that we made to the squad last year proved very fruitful, but you have now like they had proven themselves that they're capable of title challenging. Once they done that, I felt it was time for you to recognise that, and it's like, okay, cool, I know we've just bought a striker, but we probably need to strengthen on top of that because we are quote unquote ahead of schedule. So bring a striker in. So I weren't surprised, bro. I weren't surprised. I mean, when I say I weren't surprised, I'm not surprised when this happens.
Yeah.
Obviously, those chances, you should be like, we should have been 3-4.
Yeah, you should be putting them away.
Up. We should have been, man. That game should have been dead and buried, bro, in 10 minutes. But
so, what are the chances you're referring to?
So Reece Nelson, when Ramsdale has basically
ping the ball over.
Yeah, ping the ball over.
Yeah.
I think he had the opportunity to he had three different finishes. You could have maybe gone first time, try and lob him. You, when the ball did that like half bounce, you maybe could have taken a half volley. Yeah. And then he had tried to go around the keeper, which is what he did eventually. But even when he went round the keeper, I also think if he looked up, he could have seen Saka, and then that could have been a goal. Havertz, I think, Havertz annoyed me in that little moment. Even it was
didn't show no intent.
He didn't show no intent. He was just jogging in there. It's like racing to the box, bro. You're the 9. But Saka was there at least.
Yeah.
The other chance.
Sorry, on that chance, did you like when Reece Nelson's in on goal 1-on-1 with Alisson? Do you count that as a chance? Do you expect him?
No, it's a chance, but
is it really a chance? Because like sometimes when Nunez is in, I don't really.
No, but it's still a chance. But did I expect him to do anything with that chance? Probably no. That's the answer to the question.
So I know it's a chance statistically, but in your head, as a supporter or somebody watching the game, do you really count that as a chance? For me, like Odegaard hitting a crossbar.
I understand I understand the direction of the conversation that you're taking it, but I'm gonna say that I will answer The reason being is if you remember, he in many clutch moments last season, Reece Nelson kind of delivered. So for me, I see him there and. I'm not. It's an opportunity. I'm not certain that he's gonna do something, but I'm just like, this could be it. You know what I mean? I'm like 50-50, maybe 55 in his favor. So I'd count that as a chance. And then Havertz had that header when Saka corner
wide. Yeah, headed it wide. I expected him to score that. Yeah, I thought that was in the back of the net. I was surprised.
And you know what? What ran through my mind. You're always telling me Havertz punishes Liverpool. So even when I see him up the top, I'm thinking, oh, maybe Joey's.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So when I saw that, I was like, damn. Another one that came to mind.
He also had another chance. I think when someone passed him, but he just took his time to control the ball, set himself up when he literally should have taken it first.
Because that one as well. And then the other one is when Gomez that was Havertz, that weren't Odegaard. But anyway, but then Gomez obviously he had that lapse of concentration. Saka punished him. That one as well. I looked at that. I'm trying to think who I attribute blame to. The most, I'm going to say Odegaard has to because he's hit the crossbar from there. He put way too much power. Saka maybe could have gone for goal, but I'm not mad at him for passing to Odegaard. And then it went to, who did it go to after? Was it Havertz afterwards? I feel like there was a few people that had a stab at it in that little goal.
Saka shot again, but I think he shot with his right foot.
And then he blasted into net, side net.
Yeah, or something like that.
Okay, yeah. So that's like what, 3, 4, maybe even 5 chances.
You missed the Gabriel or Saka one, the one that you just showed me. Havertz crossed it.
That one was later on in the game, but again, that was another chance as well. Like when Havertz's good run put a looping ball into the box. Gabriel was literally like retracted his head,
cocked it back.
Yeah, good pause. And then Saka, it's just it's landed awkwardly for Saka, and he's tried to like raise his leg over the ball to volley it, and it's just gone over the bar. So just squandering bare chances, and it's just like we're going to get punished. But we're going to get punished. But I did think we would score at least, you know?
Yeah, because the XG in that game, I know we keep going back to it, they don't really mean much. But in that game, Arsenal had 1.89 and Liverpool had 0.85.
In the whole game or first half?
I think that's just overall, the whole game.
Yeah, but let's be obviously, you'll get to Liverpool, but Arsenal, I know people will probably listen to what Arteta said, but there's nothing, and people may blame the manager, but if I'm as a manager setting you up into places where you can create chances and score goals, if you're not taking it, that's not my fault.
Oh no, of course, you can't blame the manager for that.
And as Arteta said, no, but
if I put the ball in front of you for you to score and you mishit it, that's not. As a manager, that's not my fault.
It is because according to Strives, because Strives has been saying you lot should have a striker.
No.
And Gabriel Jesus hasn't shown in his time at the club that he's good enough to do that.
But we're talking about something else. Like, let's say in that game, if they've created all these chances and no one's taken it, you can't now say the manager is not good enough.
Forget about the striker. You're talking about the whole team.
Yeah, that's the whole team.
Okay, my bad.
And as Arteta said, it's like, I can't make. All I can do is make them shoot more. Or because if you look at how the game went, Arsenal dominated the first half. Second half was a bit more back and forth, but overall Liverpool scored from an own goal. Then Arsenal going for it and they scored from a counter attack.
The only thing I will say again is like it's just repetition of even the last game that when I watched the Gunners, is that Liverpool were defending back with so many people, which they're defending numbers. They're trying to like basically just trying to shut down every which way that they can for the ball not to go anywhere near the box, right? But Arsenal are still trying to play it through these tight little gaps.
But it's hard
all
to
the
say
time
that because Arsenal, they as Strives has already illustrated, they created a lot of clear-cut chances.
No, but they did. But I'm saying I think it came like so late
until I saw.
Half. No, but I'm saying in terms of when they decided, trying to create chances like through these tiny little gaps, which they were doing.
Changing up.
Yeah, just change it up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I think it was in the last stages of the game. I actually saw a cross into the box. I was like, wow. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Just like they can do what they're doing, but I'm saying when it's so tight and obviously they're trying it and then the ball's not going in the net. Just switch it up a little bit. Like, just say, guys, we're going to like cross it. Or
I don't know if I agree with you lot completely on the quality of the chances that were created. But in terms of you were saying that it's not the manager's job, but is there a way that he can make better quality chances? Because obviously, like Pep always does that corridor of uncertainty. He just says, get the ball into there.
But even if you looked at some of the goals that City scored,
sorry, I didn't even see the City.
Let's say even like sometimes you can get people you can create the chances,
bring the horse to
water, but you need someone to convert it.
Yeah. And
also, right now, obviously, the attack's off form. So,
but these guys, they've converted, didn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying that they're off form. So personally, if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't be too concerned. It's just like, and if I can remind some of the Arsenal fans, when Arteta first came, it was very similar in sense of he had Arsenal playing well, but they weren't being able to convert. They weren't converting chances.
Yeah.
And now it's very similar. So you can't go from top of the league. 2 weeks ago? Now you're fourth, and I know it's concerning because you're not taking your chances, but at the same time, it'll be worse if you wasn't performing, you wasn't creating any chances, and you wasn't scoring any goals. So right now they are performing, creating chances, but that's not converting. So this break is really come at a good time. So you know what, guys, let's reset. The whole world thinks, we can't do this. Okay, cool, let's go again. Because as I said, they've played Liverpool twice, and they've kept Liverpool, within reason, they've kept Liverpool's XG down.
Yeah.
How many teams have done that this season? They've done it home and away, so it's a good thing for the club.
Definitely.
But need to.
Yeah, no.
I think the difference might just be confidence, like because sometimes what can be the difference in these scenarios is literally just the confidence in players. I do make you right, Del Estrada, that the players are culpable, especially for the chances missed, because I'm not of the same mindset as Joey. I do believe those chances were quality enough to put us a couple of goals ahead, maybe even a few goals ahead. But where I do have some questions for Arteta is sometimes I feel like his game management, and you've queried his game management in the past, Del Estrada, so I'm sure you may agree with me on this in this point. His game management is sometimes leaves a lot to be desired. It looks like his subs are pre-planned. Like before a ball's been kicked, before a whistle's been blown, Reece Nelson at the hour mark, you're coming off of Martinelli, irrespective. Because when he made that sub, it didn't look like a game state sub. You know what I mean? It didn't look like he was trying.
That as well, though, because I don't know if you remember. I think Marlon was asking why Jota not playing the last game, and I'll be like, he'll be on by the 65th minute, and that's exactly what happened. So like you kind of know, based on the player's game time and when the manager's going to be expecting them to come on and all that kind of stuff, regardless of the result.
But you might have a few subs that if you're bedding in a player from injury or if a player's not so active, exactly. I get that. But then where the questions may be asked is, what do you do when you can tell like you've been sussed out, the team has adapted to you? Like, how are you going to change the game? Because what I particularly found I found admirable about Jurgen Klopp is he brought on 2 guys I'd never really heard before. So
youth players,
top prospects.
Yeah, they looked it as well, and they
did well.
They pretty much they came on and they done a job. Martinelli was quiet,
shackled up.
Martinelli was shackled up, bro. And I'm just thinking, okay, what are we going to do? We've got ESR on our bench. Like, questions that our Arsenal fans are asking everywhere, like anywhere you turn, it's just like, what is the use of having a player like Emil Smith Rowe? Yeah, and how are you going to get him firing when you're playing him for 2 minutes every game? Like, you know what I mean? So what are you? How are you going to use the squad? These are your players now. Where you can't. After 4 years, these are your players. You've extended contracts. You've brought players in. You've got rid of players. These are your players. So if these are your players and this is your squad, it's up to you to get the best out of that squad, utilize that squad and make it as competitive as possible so that there isn't complacency setting in. So players aren't fatigued, if that's what people are saying.
Do you think that he was basically trying to take a grasp of the game first before bringing them on?
Yeah, but
with that in mind,
the players let him down.
Yeah.
So the players let him down in that regard, and now Liverpool's responded. We look like the away team at times in the second half. It's time to respond to that.
If we play like almost devil's advocate, and imagine he did play some of these youth players, Arsenal, like for instance, did play some of their youth, or not youth, but some of their squad players, I should say, and you guys lost in the same way, would you be happy?
I would be like, okay, you tried to change.
You tried.
Because I wasn't unhappy that Reece Nelson started. You know what I mean? I wasn't. Some people was like, Martinelli should have started. But I was just like, bro, why should he start? Like, he doesn't have a divine right to start. He's been stinking up the gaff, bro.
Yeah.
So why should he start? Reece Nelson played well, played decent. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm saying maybe. I recognise there's a bias from me towards Saka, but Saka's earned that from me. Whereas I'm of the mindset where Saka might not be having his 8 or 9 out of 10 games, but he's one of those players that might be able to give you a moment. So I persevere longer with Saka because he delivers something. Even in this game where people are saying he didn't have that great of a game, and I agree, Saka stunk to be fair.
Yeah,
but that was in the first 10 minutes though. He had enough. He did enough to get a few goal contributions in there. You know what I mean? So players like him, I make allowances for. Martinelli, I do as well, but not this season.
Yeah.
So you still got Trossard on your bench. I think he's a quality player. You still got ESR. He's a quality player. You know, who else? Nketiah was on the bench. You could have brought him on earlier potentially. You could have moved Havertz about. We could have tried something.
Yeah.
We could have just changed the way we play to give Liverpool something to think about and just basically stifle their momentum that they had. That's where my questions for Arteta.
You know,
would be.
The only thing I would say is because I was watching the game and obviously first half Arsenal dominated, second half was back and forth, and and just going obviously Arteta's in-game management, you're seeing, I think anyone can see that, okay, right, you're creating chances, but you're not having anyone that can take these chances away or put these chances away. Maybe it'll obviously bring on Nketiah earlier, but then I was like, how? Only because you may criticise Havertz, but Havertz was doing well up front. He just wasn't converting any chances, so he was, I wouldn't say he was giving Konate a battle. So when the ball's going up now, if you now put Eddie there, it changes things a bit differently. So I thought, okay, maybe you can take off Jorginho, but then if you take off Jorginho, you lose the control in the centre. So there was a lot of thought process going into it, but I think he should have just gambled and went with something. But the mere fact that you have to wait for a goal to come in first, or wait for Liverpool to score first, then change it. Now you're chasing the game, whereas you could have played on the front foot and say, you know, we're going to create one more chance. And I am confident that someone like a Nketiah or maybe a Smith Rowe, because people forget that Smith Rowe used to play, before he got injured, he was playing on the left.
Playing on the left.
So give him a chance and let him come back in and you know. But ultimately, as I said, I wouldn't criticise Arteta for this game. Yes, people can criticise Arteta for the squad that he now has, because he could have probably made better judgments.
Yeah.
My stance is, if you're not going to play me, if you don't have confidence in me or a player, sell them, let them go. But you renewed Reece Nelson's contract. Ironically, guess what? You could have probably let Reece Nelson go, get him off the wage, and I guarantee you could probably got someone like Doku. Probably. How much do you think Doku's on at City?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it'll be crazy.
Exactly. He's probably on either 100 or less than.
I think less than
100. And I think 85.
And that's what Reece Nelson's on. So it's just making smart judgments, and that's the only thing I'll criticise Arteta for in terms of the squad. And I know people saying,
but where do you think Reece Nelson can go and get 100k?
Ask me.
But
exactly, I don't think not. But
oh wait, hang on.
Someone said the wages
get 100k.
This last season, end of last season.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Then.
You know what I'm saying? Apparently Brighton wanted him, and Brighton were going to pay around that much. But yeah, let him go to Brighton.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you don't have any intention of using it.
I agree. And that's my thing. If he renewed it with the intention of saying, you know what, you're gonna, I'm going to give you game time. Yeah. There's times where Saka could have come off, but you don't play Saka. So Reece Nelson can play left and right. But if you don't have any faith in those players, get rid of them and bring in players that you trust. Otherwise, you're going to be in the same position that you were last season and the season before, when one player goes down and you try to rejig everything, and before you know it, you've fallen off.
So a quick question. What do you think about those players who are willing to be in that situation as well? Does that kind of show? Does that show anything to you guys?
To me, it maybe just shows it might be loyalty, it might be misguided loyalty, it might be comfort, it might be, I
think it's comfort, man.
I think
he knows he ain't playing.
In some cases, if your fans aren't like telling you all the time how much they want to see you play, it's comfort. Because it won't be loyalty unless like the manager gives you game time. Then why would you be loyal to him?
Comfortable with the wage and living in London,
locality, not having to move. Your family's not too far. Baby mums is here. Like all those kind of things, man.
Yeah.
Because why would you sign a 4-year contract, and for the last 3 years that you've been at the club under Arteta, he's not used you?
Yeah, that's true.
So just say, okay, yeah, thanks, boss, but let me go and get some game time.
So maybe that 100k is probably just compensation for, look, bro, you're not going to get game time, but I'll give you some money to be here.
Yeah, but that's dumb. So if a club does come in for him, why would they want to pay 100k salary?
But how much how much did you say you think he's worth, Strives, last week?
I would have. I'm saying 30, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, if he's like 30, I think they're probably willing to take that 30 million hit. Like let his contract run down.
It might be harder to get
around and do
30 if people don't think he's worth his wages. I think Reece Nelson's a good player, to be honest. I don't know if he's
not a top 4 club player.
Yeah, exactly. That's the question. I don't know if he's that, but he could probably play for like a lower level club like Manchester United or something. But bro,
slight dig.
United are popping it though.
But what the thing is, apparently there's a rumor that Saka's signed a new contract. Do you think it has anything to do with that, Strives?
What do you think that it's hard to wake up
300k
5 a.m.
in silk pajamas?
Yeah, kind of thing.
He signed a contract ages ago.
Yeah, and he's.
But it's not come out though, right?
No.
It's not.
And he's been delivering since. He's been delivering. I think guys are just. I think Saka's just under immense pressure. Like,
he's always in the spotlight, isn't he?
Everyone's coming out now doing takes and laughing. Going, you lot said he was better than Salah. Nobody said that. Not one Arsenal fan has said he was.
No, let me come on there and say, because when we were doing our team of the year last season, I put Saka above Salah.
Not only that,
I
said Salah stinks.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
He said he stinks.
Let me finish my point.
I cannot handle this smell anymore.
So what I said, I think Saka's numbers. Saka and Salah's numbers were close. Yeah. Obviously, Salah's were above, but I said performance-wise, Saka was performing better than Salah, and I said Salah's performances last season, to his level, they stunk. Hence why Liverpool were underperforming. And that's nothing. That wasn't an incorrect statement to make.
It's basically not living up to the high standards that he basically had.
Numbers are still good
because of Salah. We were underperforming because we were bad. We had a bad season that season.
Obviously, you're a Liverpool fan. You're closer to it. But yeah, he got the numbers. But performance-wise, what are you saying? He was performing how he's doing this season?
I think in the first half of the season, I would have agreed with you.
I think it was only up to about like October, November. And then he started scoring goals just before.
After the AFCON, I think when he came back, he wasn't.
Yeah, I know, but just before the World Cup, he started performing just before the World Cup.
I wasn't wrong to say. Obviously, I was a bit extreme. I wasn't wrong to say.
No. We never disagreed on that.
I mean, we respected your opinion, but I didn't agree with you. I was more on Joey's side. I felt that you have to give it to Salah over Saka, and I love Saka.
We don't need to like go on it. But if someone, just because it's Salah and he's got. But when it's talking about the team of the year, you're looking at performances and numbers, and if one player's performance is good and the numbers were on par, so have they not had a better season?
It's because remember we also had that conversation where we were talking about Saka dropping off towards the end of the season, and we were wondering like why is that happening, and we were talking about fatigue as well. So if there is that conversation that Saka's potentially dropping off while Salah's progressing and increasing his performances, then it may balance out, and then ultimately once it balances out, you've only got your output, your goal contributions to kind of measure it by. So but yeah, like obviously you might have your like an exception doesn't disprove the rule in it, but majority most people weren't saying Saka's better than Salah and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And,
No, I don't think so.
But people come out and they're giving the boy a hard time, man. But ultimately he's still having a very, very decent season. Very, very decent season. We're out of the FA Cup now, but we're still we've got Porto next in the Champions League. Win that tie, hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? I think there's going to be way more roller coaster turns, ups and downs in the Premier League. So yeah, like as we saw from Christmas Day to New Year's Day, we went from top to fourth. Do you think that's not going to happen to other clubs it's also in the title race? So yeah, man, the season's just heating up, man. It's just heating up, and if anything, everyone's looking mortal. Maybe Liverpool's looking like that team that look like they're getting things done even when they haven't looked glistening, and that's probably giving them some comfort. But I don't believe that that luck is gonna last for 38 games of that season. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Well done, Liverpool, but Arsenal fans just take time. Man.
Jerry, come on, like you need to do some talking now, man.
You know, I forgot we was even talking about that, bro. I thought we was just doing Arsenal AFTV. Still.
Jerry, go through the game. Because obviously the first one was like an own goal, wasn't it? It was like a sort of like a cross, right? And
yeah, no, forget about the first, because the first goal came kind of late, man. We just, I think what time was kickoff? It was 4:30 kickoff.
Yeah, 4:30, yeah.
4:30 kickoff, and then I turn on the TV. I'm hearing, how does the song go? Strash? I'm hearing You'll Never Walk Alone, part 2. I'm hearing that, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot. We're at Arsenal's ground, innit? What fucking song is this, bro? Then I hear Wolf Wolf, I see that fucking dog walking around the fucking stands. And I was thinking, nah, man, this team's getting turned over today, bro. No, I'm joking. And I thought Arsenal would be a bit less toothless, in my opinion. Like I was thinking, because obviously what happened in the league, they'll be buoyed up by that. And then you're at home. I've been hearing about this Emirates atmosphere. And mentally, you know the value of beating Liverpool at home.
Toothless though, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, toothless, 100% toothless, bro. You created some chances. Like I said, with the Reece Nelson one, I didn't have to close my eyes on that one. Kind of like the Hoyland chance when he was through on goal. I didn't have a fear, especially after you guys hit the crossbar. That's when I was thinking, oh, something's up here tonight. Like you lot aren't running with confidence. Fast forward a couple minutes, key battles, Joe Gomez, Saka. That's another game where Joe Gomez has recaptured some of his original form at the club. So obviously nothing to do with Saka. I'm just want to talk about Joe Gomez. Like I think he had a good game.
Four dribbles attempted, none completed.
Who, Joe Gomez?
No, Saka.
Oh, Saka, yeah.
Against Gomez.
Because Joe Gomez had a couple of dribbles and they went nowhere.
Yeah.
Listen, I think I said the same about some other players, but there's some guys that you come up against and you know, like, if I get cooked by this guy, the man them are going to be finishing me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens with some of these fullbacks when they go head to head, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's the same as this game. Obviously, tie that in with Saka's not in the greatest of forms in terms of the media hype about him, because I think he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's just not beating the man the way they used to. Like,
yeah.
It is a bit annoying.
And so, yeah, that's just more bragging rights, man. So it was good for him. Another one was the key battle, Konate versus Saliba. Obviously, on this podcast, I said some things, and rightfully so, I got lambasted. Both the things I got lambasted for seem to be kind of like turning back in my favour. It's a bit of a funny one. Some people might say I've got a prophetic voice.
No, Konate is saying his thing, but you can't take nothing away from Saliba.
No, I'm not taking nothing away, other than like getting out jumped by a 5'4" leprechaun. Like, bro, I've never seen it happen before. Don't
say much, bro. I remember when Messi out-jumped bloody Rio Ferdinand in Rome, bro.
Yeah.
So short people, man.
Bro. They got those leaks, bro. When you see that live, bro, you'd never forget it.
But what I'm saying, obviously, like, and I've been saying, like, Saliba is obviously top-tier centre-back. He has it all. Against the big guys and the competitive guys, the fast guys, clinical guys, he'll lock them up. But I think maybe he's just not expecting it, or just I think it's 1-1 between them two now, isn't it? They both got a man in the match in each of the games, innit? So
we do battle again in a couple of weeks.
Classy defense and defending.
If a Liverpool player was going to get man of the match, I think it should have been Trent. I didn't quite understand Konate getting it. But.
No, bro, Konate, bro, he bossed everything that came at him, and he bossed the whole. I think he bossed Havertz again. I think he bossed Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson did get through 1 or 2 times, to be fair. But
I didn't say it in a bad game. I said if I was to give a man in the match to someone,
I don't think Trent was that good, if I'm going to be honest, bro.
He made his tick, man.
Yeah,
because I was not say I'll let you.
I think Curtis Jones.
Finish first.
I think Curtis Jones again was one of my players, man. Like again, because he's so press proof. He did get caught in possession twice, bro. But because he's so press proof, when he has the ball, it lets everybody else just run forward and get into positions.
You think he was playing for the move?
Anyway.
But how did you feel your team looked without Salah?
No, I don't think we looked great. Sorry, but just back to the game.
And Szoboszlai and Endo.
In the first half, you guys were cooking us. So the first 20 minutes or so, you guys were cooking us, to be completely honest. The pressing was too much. We were making loads of mistakes, but...
I'd even say 40 minutes.
Yeah, possibly.
That was the first time I heard your voice.
What I will say is that happens in quite a few games. With Liverpool, we don't start great. Remember, we always concede a goal, then we come back into the game. So I wasn't too worried about that because, like I said, it's been happening all season. In terms of how we played without our key guys, I think we identified phases that we could play against you. Okay. And that's why I say Curtis Jones was probably one of my favourite guys outside of Konate because, again, he was key to how we built our attacks. And it was good to see McAllister dropping deep and being able to pick up the ball and move it around.
Did he try that thing on Ben? Was it Ben White?
Yeah, Curtis Jones. I don't even know what the skill's called, man. But there's a bit of petulance from Ben White still.
Yeah, Ben White had to bang him up, bro. You don't come to the carpet and do that nonsense, bro.
Yeah,
you're not looking at the sky, bro.
Bro, I don't know. Yeah, but what's going on with Ben White, though? What's all this fake tan, bro? Is he getting his eyebrows done as well?
I thought he was mixed race for a second still.
So he's not mixed race?
I don't know what's going on. Maybe he went to Dubai.
He must have gone to Dubai or something.
He went there earlier and then came back for the game.
But again, back to the game. This is a decent performance. I think they can take a lot from it. Obviously, let's have it real as well. If Darwin Núñez was putting away the chances that he's getting in line for, we wouldn't even be talking about Salah.
Yeah, you know what's mad? When he got moved to the left, he looked a lot like.
Yeah, but that's not easy. He's just threatening. He just runs with pace. He's not. He can be a pest, and I think that's the next game. That's what Klopp will do: play him on the left, try it through the middle.
I don't think he will. You know,
we think he'll go with that same formation.
No, not necessarily the same formation. I think probably start Gakpo.
What, through the middle?
Start Gakpo through the Gakpo through the middle, and then bring on Jota.
But say he'll play Núñez on the left.
Potentially, yeah.
Essentially, I'm saying Núñez ain't going to play for the middle.
No, he might, and then he might move him over, because Klopp does like to change it up when it comes to the bigger teams as well.
Yeah, because what he said, I think he said he found it difficult. The team found it difficult because Arsenal had a different formation or whatever.
Yeah.
Because at halftime he made some changes. So I'm thinking now we know potentially the changes cause Arsenal more danger. More issues. He may start with that next game, but again, it's a tactical game. Who knows what they're going to do?
Do you think Liverpool actually played well yesterday?
No,
I think they played okay in the second half. And again, I wasn't expecting us to put away the chances. Obviously, it's an own goal, and it was a great goal by Diaz. But we didn't create many exceptional chances. Trent hit the crossbar, but even that, I wouldn't call that a chance. It was a great shot in it. So,
and remember what I said in the group? I felt like Arsenal sort of played into Liverpool's hands in the second half. Like, you could tell that they wanted it to be a bit more open, whereas in the first half it was a bit more controlled. I know nobody wanted a replay, but I felt like Arsenal started opening up a bit too.
Yeah, it was like they weren't taking their time. Do you remember?
Yeah, they just started rushing. A ball got for a throw. They want to bring it back in. Just slow down.
You think the occasion got to us?
Yeah, and I think that's what it's becoming like. You need a bit more. I don't know.
Composure.
They need more composure. I'm thinking the experienced players on the pitch. Arsenal don't really have that much. Where someone just say, guys, Odegaard is trying. Odegaard sometimes, but sometimes Odegaard is.
Yeah, Jorginho, and he was doing his thing.
Yeah, but I feel like they probably need a bit more. And it was just too rush. Like, it's okay. Okay, worst case you get a draw, you do it again. But at least you potentially might go through. I know you don't want to go to Anfield and whatever, but you can rush the game, but have a bit more control.
But I don't think that's what happened to Arsenal. I don't think they were playing like they didn't want to replay.
No, they wanted. They'll play. I think they were playing as if like, you know. I think they started playing with their heart as opposed to their head. They started. I think they probably.
It's a good one.
Maybe we believe too much.
Yes, that's it. They felt like we can do this.
Yeah.
Because you've done it.
Yeah, and that's what they did with United last season, the season before, when Martinelli scored, the goal got disallowed, and United scored, then Arsenal equalised, and they felt like we can go for the winner. Then they ended up losing.
Yeah,
like just control the game and see it out through. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened again, because if it was a bit more controlled, then
it could have gone the other way.
Yeah, don't play into their hands.
Before we try and wrap this game up, because obviously we've gone into it in depth, because obviously it's the blockbuster game anyway. Obviously the Gunners are saying that they are not finishing because they haven't really got a striker. We also saw like stats, I think it's like Jesus and Lacazette. Almost Jesus had was it worse stats than Lacazette? And then before I just finish it off, to say that even if Arsenal wanted to bring in a striker right now, due to financial fair play, they'd have to sell players. They can't just go out there and buy a striker.
Yeah, so first of all, those stats, they're good for a bit of hee ha ha, but you know what I mean? Jesus hasn't completed a whole season yet. Although he's played more games, but he's not completed the whole season.
Wait, what does that mean?
You need consistency, innit? He will start, get injured, get injured.
But that's what he does, though. Remember, that's what you got signed him for.
Yeah, but in the image that Drayman's talking about, they were comparing Lacaz's last 2 seasons at Arsenal's last 2 full seasons, I'm guessing, against.
Was it 60 something games or something?
Yeah, 67.
Like that? Oh, okay,
to 69. So,
but still, we're going on games, so.
Yeah, obviously, Lacazette was a decent striker.
He was.
Jesus is a decent striker. Aubameyang was our main talisman back then, and we've never had. Haven't had a main.
But my thing is Jesus doing anything different at Arsenal than at Man City? Because I can't really see it, to be honest.
Yeah, but bro, what he did at Man City won Man City trophies.
It didn't, bro.
It contributed.
Of course it contributed.
Yeah,
you can't say that sentence you just said was erroneous.
It's not erroneous, because without that, we'll do Man City.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, no. Because they've done it straight away without him. So why wouldn't they be?
But they also done it with him.
No, but he's saying, can they not do it? It's erroneous because you don't know whether it can or can't happen, but you can't say it can't happen.
But isn't that the same way?
Because they've done it without him.
But isn't that the same way of saying like they did it with Zinny and they did it without Zinny?
Yeah, basically.
You know what I mean?
But bro, what did I say wrong here?
You said.
What did I say wrong here, bro?
You can't say that.
I said no. I didn't say they can't do it without him.
They didn't do it without him.
No, that's not what you said.
I didn't. I just said like they won it. They won the City with him, like kind of thing. Like he won City Man City won with Jesus. So.
Yeah, and then you said something else to negate. No, that's where I came in.
No, I think you just came in, bro.
No, that's not true.
I think you just came in.
Made clear sense.
Strives. Look, just to make it clearer, if we compare it now, because obviously Jesus, kind of featured with Man City. He didn't always feature, but he kind of featured. So in a way, I would kind of compare him to Alvarez, where he kind of plays for Man City, but I think Alvarez kind of beats him in terms of what he's there to do, which is to score the goals. Do you see what I'm saying? So he's saying he sold Jesus, he's got Alvarez. Was he right? Was he right to sell him to you guys? Because to sell a striker to almost a rival.
We weren't rivals back then. We finished 8th in the previous season. He did not sell.
No, but you guys were potential rivals.
Yeah, exactly.
No one saw Arsenal as a rival to City.
Not a rival to City, because I don't think anybody was a rival to City, other than maybe Liverpool. But you lot are. It's the same as Man United. You lot are potential rivals.
You don't want to sell players.
No one saw Arsenal competing for the league last season.
I know, but you don't kind of sell players to like other Premier League players.
To people who can become competition.
Pep does.
Yeah, if he thinks that he does, I think he does it when he thinks that players are not a threat.
Well, bro,
I don't think he's selling Haaland. If Haaland said I want to leave, do you think he's going to sell him to Liverpool?
No way.
He's going to sell him to Arsenal,
bro. Like when we finished 8th, he might have. He just let Cole Palmer go to Chelsea. He didn't envision Cole Palmer 11
and
like that.
The same.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just
Cole Palmer's the guy that he's willing to let go of.
Yeah, and Jesus was the guy he's willing to let go.
That's
of.
what Dre's asking.
Yeah, but he was. But Dre's asking it like to say like Jesus was this serious langman. Jesus is what he is. Like I'm one of these people. I'm not gonna like dress him up to be like more than he is. It's like Havertz. Like Havertz is what he is. You know what I mean? So Jesus is doing his thing, but it's just this is why I said
he's doing his thing. Yeah, so you can't be mad at it.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is why I said at the top of the show that I recognize that okay, cool, like we're ahead of where we probably expected to be. So now Jesus is no longer sufficient. We need a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hence why I said we need a striker. You get what I mean?
But is that going to be the same with maybe like potentially Havertz as well? Like, are these players that you're buying, are they not reaching the pinnacle level where you want to be with Arsenal? Because for me, it's weird because you've spent 65 million on Havertz.
60.
Or 60
5 mil.
Do you know what I mean? Spend 60 million on Havertz.
I hear what you're saying. We could have got a bad boy forward or midfielder, what have you not. But he went for a utility player that can, like a hybrid player that can play both in the 8 and can play in the 9. Me personally, you guys know how I felt about it. How I feel about it is I'm seeing it come to fruition. I'm seeing him like prove in clutch moments that he can be very valuable to us. I can't shit on that signing as I was doing in the beginning of the season. But do I think it was a needle mover? I don't know, bro. I doubt it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I doubt it was a needle mover in the way that we needed. What we needed, I'm not sure. I feel like that was one of Arteta's experiments that we probably couldn't afford just yet. But the season's still to play out, and like I said, from what he's delivered, I can say I'm satisfied thus far on what he's delivered in terms of his off the ball, his goal contribution. He's won a couple games for us. I can legit say that now.
But when you say satisfied, bruv, like
satisfied thus far.
Yeah,
thus far.
Okay.
As in, bro. Without him, we would be worse off.
You'd be worse
because
off.
he gives us availability. He's also given us a couple of goal contributions. You know what I mean? And he's been able to make us different and give us various ways of playing. So he has been useful. Has he been 60 million useful though? No, I don't know if he has.
Yeah, fair enough. Is there anything else you want to add to Joey other than you basically, I wouldn't say a smash and grab, you just took your opportunity in the last few minutes to just punish him, just put the game to bed?
Yeah, no, I think it was tactically, Arsenal let us come and do a shootout at their home ground. When you have your possession and you're playing a possession-based game, you've got to torture them and pull the limbs off of them like bit by bit. They didn't really do that. They left it open for us to attack back. And that's what I was kind of expecting from the Arsenal that I'd seen earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be worried if I was an Arsenal fan at the point in which it's all kind of falling off, because this is, for me, is classic Arsenal, where they're not that great after January.
But last season it wasn't classic Arsenal.
Exactly, but that's something I wanted to say about what you guys were saying about Martinelli and the form of your team. We've only seen one season of your team being good, so we don't even know if that was out of form, and that's why I'm a bit worried in terms of, obviously I'm not digging at you lot or anything, but I am a bit worried that maybe you guys are expecting too much from Gabriel Martinelli, and then last season was a purple patch. And this is a real thingy, or maybe Ben White isn't the Ben who we thought he was, or maybe do you know what I mean? Just
I think what
there is room for doubt, and there wasn't.
I think what people and I think this is why I'm not really aligned to a particular team, because there's a lot of tribalism when it comes to speaking about football and speaking about your clubs and this, that, whatnot. We can call things a blip. Man City have had a blip at the start of the season. Arsenal are having their blip at some point this season. Liverpool are going to have their blip because...
No, we've had a blip.
No, but you've been winning games.
But we have had a blip performance-wise.
No, but in what I'm trying to say is, in Arsenal were in your position whereby performance-wise they weren't doing well, but they were getting the results. Liverpool, so Arsenal had that, Liverpool having that. Man City have lost some games. Arsenal are losing games. Liverpool will eventually lose again, because that's trying to say there's 80 more games left of the season.
I know, I'm not disputing that, but can I show you why I disagree? Because we've shown seasons where we have gone seasons without.
No, not these people.
No, I'm just saying. So, like, if we look at Liverpool and the Klopp project as a whole, there's characteristics that say that, oh, this is Liverpool. Mm-hmm. But when I look at Arsenal, that one season, I wouldn't characterize Arsenal as that one as last season.
But you can't characterize Liverpool this season because of the new players. So.
Let me finish. I'm saying, so like, no, forget about the players and forget. I'm just talking about as Arteta's project and Klopp's project. The headline is going to be different for the two teams because we've seen where Liverpool do that. The headline for Man City is what it is. So when Man City are having a blip,
I hear what he's saying, but it's not relevant here because it's a different.
Let me finish. But for me, Man City, the headline is what it is because they have a blip and they come back and do that. That's the headline. This Arsenal thing is one season. So, like I said, I don't know if the headline is last season, rather the 8th and the 5th and the second.
Let me remind you of a few things. When Arsenal went, and I think, again, you got Pep, Klopp, Arteta. Arteta shouldn't even be competing with these guys right now, but
I don't think so. Yeah, correct.
But people say he's not shown anything, or maybe...
It's not been just one season as well.
No, so what I'm trying to say is, obviously, when Arteta...
What do you mean by that?
Hang on.
Yeah, sorry.
When Arteta first came, I remember like there was a bit where they were losing.
But playing football.
Then bang, they beat Chelsea, then they went on a run. That's how they almost came to like, I don't know where they finished that season. It was a season where they were in the bottom half of the league.
Yeah.
Then we nearly finished third. And
they went on a run. Again, last season, they went on a run.
Wait, sorry.
So basically,
you nearly finished third.
Yeah, we nearly finished third. So basically, it's not a one-off season. Listen, it's not one.
No. Because I'm saying one-off, and then you're trying to say we nearly finished third, and then I should take that down.
No, but how is it?
Let me finish. Let me land my point.
Yeah, sorry,
what you're trying to say is, irrelevant of where Arsenal finished, they went on a run. Last season, they went on a run.
But wait, honey, didn't one of the runs before that was just draws?
No. That's Unai. That's Unai. You got to hear what he's saying.
Because I don't know the run that you're talking about. So I need some more background on that run.
I can't go into the details, but I'm saying there was...
Okay.
We lost the first opening games. So I'll let you finish.
But when you're saying about runs, though... The position at the end of the day.
You can't say it doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying where you end up at the end.
I'm copying what you guys are saying because that's what you guys are saying.
I'm never saying my point.
I just wanted to give him the foundation.
You're trying to say is in like... This, I can't understand. I think you're trying to say you've not seen this of Arsenal, and I'm telling you, under Arteta, they've shown it for 2 seasons in a row.
Shown what?
That they could go on a run.
That's
Joey.
It doesn't matter. So what are you talking about?
No, it doesn't matter if that run doesn't lead to anything tangible. So it doesn't matter, bro. Wait. Let me finish my point. Because remember, Mourinho went on that one where they... Let me finish.
You just said the team can't go on a run. I'm not giving examples of when they've went on a run.
I'm telling you, they can't go on a run, and it means something. I don't care if they go on a run. I don't care if they go on a run, and it has to mean something at the end of the day.
Let me finish just one thing. But you just said this is typical Arsenal. But I said to you last season, because you're saying typically Arsenal.
Okay, what happened the season before that or the season before that? When it came to January, they shut down.
No, come on.
I'm not.
You kind of are. You know why you. I tell you why you are. Yeah, but I tell you why you are because what you actually, if you remember how you started the debate, you started off by saying you've only got one season of evidence of Arsenal. So Martinelli could be
at the top. Being at the top.
Oh no,
no.
Okay, yeah, but you know why that doesn't make sense if that's what you said because you were
what I said, but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm trying to clarify.
If that's what you meant.
A conversation, I can clarify. What
yeah, of course. If you're trying to clarify about why it might start making less sense to the listeners is because you were using it to contextualize Martinelli potentially being a one-off merchant. Being a flash in the pan, and that's got nothing to do. That's nothing to do with being top, second, or third. What we're measuring is the consistent level of top performances. And what De La Strada was trying to say, but I don't think he got to land, is we started off the season where we were bottom of the table, bottom of the league because we lost our first 3 games aggressively. Brentford, City. I can't even remember who the other one was. We got spanked, and then I think maybe a couple of draws, and then from there we just started winning. We started winning, and then that form we had probably if you're looking at the form table, we was probably top 2, top 3.
But we're not looking at the form table. That's why I don't understand.
No. But wait, that continued into the season that we ended up challenging for the title and was top of the league for 93%. So you've got to measure from 2 seasons,
Joey.
Joey.
You have to. That's crazy.
But then how can Liverpool?
Let me finish my point. Okay, let me just say because I think that's crazy and it's moving goalposts yourselves because we don't do that for any other teams when we're talking about 1920 or 21, 22.
Land it for Liverpool then, because you just spoke.
Okay,
you
so
just
for Liverpool,
You went on a run and did what?
No. I'm not talking about the runs. Like, forget about the runs. We've seen Klopp challenge for the title.
But that's not what you're
listen,
talking about.
challenge for the title, losing by 1 point twice. We've seen Klopp go to Europa League final in his first season. We've seen Champions League. We've seen loads of success, and we've seen things that for us, for the headline for Klopp's time at Liverpool, is going to be one thing. Pep's headline at Man City is going to be one thing. Arteta's time at Arsenal is not going to be the same as those two.
So my question
shouldn't be.
Let me finish my point. It's not going to be the same as those two guys. So we know now that we can't have expectation. You're not going to put your money on Arsenal being able to do what these guys are doing, and that's what they need to do.
Right.
That's what they need to do.
So I understand that, but then from what I understand, I accept that when we're comparing Arteta versus Klopp versus Pep. But if I remember rightly, it started off when we were talking about some of our performers in the Arsenal team, talk about your Martinellis, and then you started talking about the team.
Yes, because that's what happens to teams when they're no longer winning, because the guys who were performing in the purple patch are no longer performing.
But then, Joey, but then here's where what your argument isn't kind of leveling up. It's because this season you've got a new team, whether you want to accept it or not. You kind of have got a new team. From when the spine of your team is completely brand new, your middle is brand new. You haven't got that. It's not that same team that you just described that achieved all those feats with Klopp.
We never had the same team when we achieved those teams. Bro,
you had pretty much a consistent team.
But guys were gone. We now after we won, he's gone, bro. And we have to deal with it. Like, players have gone. Sturridge has gone.
I'm lost with the point.
Sturridge and all that. He wasn't winning with all.
Strives. One thing that's been consistent is what though, bro?
Yeah.
Klopp.
Nah. Mo Salah, bro. Klopp. Virgil van Dijk. Alisson, the spine is there. You lot have never had a spine.
So
hang on, let me just say.
Ours is consistent for 2 seasons.
But your spine isn't the spine.
But for 2 seasons,
you think it's a spine.
For 2 seasons, but for 2 seasons it has been though, Joey. Whether you want to accept it or not, because
one season was great, the other season wasn't.
Bro,
so that's why I'm saying
contextualize it. Contextualize it, bro.
Were good.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they were good for you lot.
No,
but they weren't good
exactly. Contextualize it, bro. Contextualize it.
The league last season.
So
no one thought they were meant to be competing for the league last season.
Sorry, say that again.
No one thought Arsenal were going to be competing for the league last season. So in context, no.
But why did they not think that? Why did they?
Because they finished 8th the season before.
Right. So, but you lot now think they're going to win the league this season. That's what Strives was saying. You thought they were going to win the league this season.
Yeah.
But based on two. So that's what I'm saying.
Not no one. No, I've not said that. I've not said that. I still put us.
But you're not the only Arsenal fans I know. So when I say no one, it doesn't mean I'm referring to you.
No, I hear that.
But I know that the sentiment out there, bro. So do you know what I mean?
I don't think most people thought that before, though, Joey. Really, let's think about it. Like, I'm probably one of maybe me and Joel Bayer's probably the only two that were coming out and talking about Arsenal winning the league.
Listen, a lot of Arsenal fans thought they were going to win the league. I didn't say they.
So what? That changed. That changed from Christmas.
Yeah, this season's different.
Hold on, but wait.
This season, not last season.
Yeah,
because they made a massive jump last season, and now they tried to capitalize on it.
I'm trying to tell you that massive jump was a purple patch, and I said to Striver, listen. I said,
but you can't say that when you're top of the league. No, but listen, you're only 5 points clear.
No, but I'm not talking about.
And after 2 games, and 80 more games left.
Bro, I'm not talking about Liverpool.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Arsenal. I'm telling you, listen, listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I said to Striver, if you lot do not win the season now, you're never going to win the season. The team that you have, the players you have.
You said title challenge, by the way.
Whatever. I said you're not going to win it. So, and the fact is, you're not going to do it, bro. You're not going to do it.
That's not a fact.
No, sorry. The fact to me, anyway, whatever.
No, it's
I'm just saying, and I knew that because I know your team, bro. And I know.
No, but it's unfair to say I know your team. Because guess what? I knew Man United. Look at United now. You can't say that.
Football's not fair. Football's not fair. So you shouldn't be looking for fairness right now,
bro. It's not about fair. Did I say anything like fair?
Yeah, you just said it's not fair.
Did I say it's not fair?
His argument ain't fair, bruv, man.
That's what he just said. He said,
you know what, Joe, man, yeah.
Let me land. I said, what you saying? You said, what I'm
saying is not fair.
No, I don't know if I said.
That's exactly what you said.
Okay.
No, because he said Man United is not the same team.
Exactly.
He said what I'm saying is not fair.
No. And I said you said you know teams, however. I said you can't say that because things change in cycles. I knew Man United. This is not the same United I knew when I was growing up. Things change. I knew Liverpool. This is not the same Liverpool I knew when I was growing up.
But what we said about Man United, what we've said about Man United since Alex Ferguson left has come true.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
What's going on here, bro? You're acting like we can't make predictions.
No, let me stop because this is very frustrating because you move the goalposts all the time because you said, I know your team and I'm saying, guess what? Things change. Things change. This is Arteta's team right now. And based on Arteta's team right now, he's showing you a different side of Arsenal that wasn't there before.
He's showing you, not me, bro.
Okay,
that's the difference here.
Okay,
You're
cool.
trying to tell me what's being shown to me.
Okay, host.
That's why I can say that.
We'll move on.
I just want to say Joey Nomadic is a fraud. I just want to say he's a fraud because it's not just been one season, and he knows it's not just been one season.
Bro, how long have I been scared of Arsenal?
I don't know if you have been scared of Arsenal. You support Liverpool.
One game. And I'll come to you and I'll talk to you, bro. Like, I don't think we're going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be what it is. It's only been one game, bro. So when you are saying that Arsenal had a good... You lot have always been shit to me. If I'm going to be honest.
But you can't say when they were challenging for the title. What, does that make sense?
You lot didn't challenge for the title. Allow it, bro, man.
What do you mean they didn't challenge for the title?
You kept the seat warm and then Man City came in and everybody laughed at you. You laughed at you.
But you know what keeping the seat looks like. You know what keeping the seat warm looks like.
I'm not doing bad. I'm doing real talk.
I'm doing real talk as well. I'm doing real talk as well.
But Della keeps on telling me what I can and can't say.
I'm not saying that. Listen, you can say what you want. You can say what you want, and this is what I'm saying. This is why.
And then you can also tell me when I'm right. Because right now I've been right.
Is it?
I don't know if you have been right though, Joey. And the reason why is because I hear where Della's coming from. You have moved the goalposts because you started off talking about the football teams, and then you started talking about the managerial accolades, bro.
It's linked, bro. All of it's linked.
Whether it links or not, you keep on moving the goalposts.
Okay.
You can say one point, and I'll try to address that. Let's move it again. It doesn't make any sense. Let's qualify what we're talking about.
You know what's crazy? We'll listen back to this, and I guarantee what you're saying is not true, bro.
Okay, then so be it.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. It's been a heated one. It's been a heated one, but
it's not even heated. It's like there's no need to raise your voice and let people land their point.
He just wanted to cuss Martinelli, but he's not. I swear to you, yeah. I've got. When I listen back to this, yeah, I guarantee he started off trying to say that he's only got one season of being this guy, so he might be. We don't know that this is Martinelli's standards. Martinelli might actually be whack, but we don't know. But the rebuttal to that is, bro, we have got more than that one season. We've got 2 seasons
of
actually.
Martinelli.
Just Martinelli. If Martinelli and more.
Always said he's rubbish,
and more Arsenal players. But then you're disregarding that just because we finished 5th. But I'm saying contextualize it because of how poor we were, and that run. Was the same run that was consistent that took us all the way to the top for 93% of the season. Yes, we fumbled, but if you're going to count that season as showing, Arsenal showed they've got a bit about them,
they've got talent.
Talent. Then what I'm saying, and I think what Della Strada was backing me up to say was, well, bro, actually, you can actually run it a bit further back than just last season, and you can take last season as well. But then what you done?
I don't accept that as collateral, bro.
Yeah, and you don't accept that.
Drake does either.
But you don't accept it.
Let Drake speak for himself.
But you know, but the reason why you didn't expect it,
I was laughing because you guys were talking about 4.
Exactly, bro. Until you came 5th. Why? That's not that. Your money's not good here, bro. No, your money's not good here, bro.
You missed the point. Like, let's move on. If you're not understanding,
he's got the point, but he's a jerk.
Maybe let the host toast, bro. Stop trying to force it forward, bro. If he wants to force it forward, that's up to him. Don't tell me, bro. Tell the host.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just trying to say, let's move on. It's been an hour, right? If people can't land their points, let's move on.
If the host is being
it's been heated. We'll see where we
I want to go home as well.
I think we'll have to do like like when we did the rest of the FA Cup results. Yeah, let's skim past it.
Let's go, man.
I was literally gonna just go through them anyway quickly. But before we go to those, Arsenal.
Before you do that, I just want to say fuck Joey Nomadic and everything he stands for.
No, but also rest in peace, Franz Beckenbauer.
Oh yeah, Franz as well. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so Arsenal got Palace next, and then Liverpool got Fulham. So yeah, hopefully. Strives, you guys can get back to winning ways.
Well, we've been poor in London derbies so far, boy. So yeah, it's a real that hopefully has weight. It's a real hopefully because nothing's guaranteed.
And then Liverpool got Fulham as Carabao, I think. That should be. I think that'll be a good game actually because Fulham on form, aren't they?
Bro, Fulham nearly piped us at home, so yeah, I expect that to be a difficult game as well, man. Hold tight, B-Man Tets as well.
Fuck Joey Nomadic.
That was a bit of a heated one, but I did like that. It was a bit heated, but I'm sure the listeners will enjoy that, man. Just go through the FA Cup, some of the big results. Obviously, Man City 5, Huddersfield 0. KDB got an assist as well, like first game back. But back. Just business as usual, isn't it? So
he's back. Docky's back.
Yeah,
everyone's saying to put the Premier League on notice. KDB's returned.
Did anyone see the goals and assists?
I saw a couple of them. I didn't watch all of it, you know. Guilty. I'm guilty of just. I only wanted to watch Liverpool and Arsenal this week, and I'll be honest with you,
bro.
I saw a couple. I didn't watch all of them,
bro. I'm not gonna lie. After I got into that to the Dulwich Hamlets game, bro, I don't know if I can keep on doing this VAR thing, man. You lot are right still.
It's difficult.
It's nuts, isn't it? Yeah, because Foden got a couple.
Yeah,
Alvarez was on the score sheet. Yeah, so I think they can only push on because Man City, they got Newcastle next, so that should be a good game as well.
Oh yeah, that should be nice.
Is that Etihad?
No, it's going to be at St James's.
Oh yeah,
Newcastle got a good result as well.
Exactly. Yeah, Newcastle. Yeah, so they won 3-0 away to Sunderland.
Derby game.
Yeah, derby game, but they rose to the occasion. Gordon, what did we think of Gordon? Jerry?
I mean, I like him. I don't think them guys like him still.
Della.
What's that?
How do you think Newcastle did with Gordon? How was Gordon? Just doing his thing.
Picking out Jordan and Gordon.
I just picked it out on purpose because of Jerry. But
Gordon's been consistent. Let me ask Jerry. He's been the best left-sided midfielder all season so far.
Was it the what?
He's been the best left-sided forward this season so far, in your eyes.
It's a good question. Give me some time to think about it.
It's not Martinelli.
Yeah, give me some time to think about it. It's probably if it's not Anthony Gordon, it's probably I might have to. I don't actually know.
It's Gordon. If you go for the list, there's no one that's been consistent.
Was that a trick question?
Yeah, it was.
Next time, let me know, bro.
Who else got on the score sheet? Isak.
Yeah,
Isak
was one of them a penalty? Yeah. But that was pretty. I think again, even though it was a derby, like pretty formulated games to go through. And then Chelsea, they scored 4 against Preston.
Yeah, actually, I saw that one. I was watching that just for the sake of as I said off air, I was playing Sunday Dream Team, and I just really needed Sterling and Cole Palmer to not score or have great performances. And Sterling scored that free kick. It was quite a good one. I saw that game. Was it just good for Chelsea's confidence more than anything? Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity. I think FA Cup in general was a good opportunity. As we're recording, obviously United's getting the job done against Wigan. You guys have put out a decent strength team. Good opportunity, man. Just get a win under your belts. They
need that confidence.
Yeah, man. Get a feel for the green. Get a couple goals underneath you. Have your little winter break, come back to the Prem, and I think that's really what it's going to be for. Unless you've got a top clash like Liverpool versus Arsenal, everyone else is business as usual. Really, that's what it should be. You don't really want to be getting upsets at this time of the competition.
Yeah. What else was a good game? Actually, it was. I think it was Forest and Blackpool. I don't know if you saw that one, but I think Blackpool went 2-0 up, and then Forest came back to draw it 2-2.
Yes,
that was a good game.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw the highlights as well.
Yeah, Spurs as well.
Yeah, that was a 1-0 against Burnley.
Yeah. That was the goal from. Did you see the goal?
No, I didn't even see that Spurs one.
Pedro Porro's goal was sick.
But there was the Bamford one I saw. That was for Leeds.
Oh yeah, bro. The chest.
Yeah, the chest and then bang.
Yeah, the pivot volley.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was classic.
Yeah.
And then Bournemouth beat QPR 3-2. I mean, they should be, but again, they got the job done.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even care about Bournemouth like that.
I know.
I just picked it out. I just picked that one out because obviously, like when the games are kind of tight-ish with the score lines, I think they're worth actually just bringing up. But yeah, so that was mainly the FA Cup. It looks like United are going to go through as well. They're winning 2-0 against Wigan. But I think it's only right that we move on from this and we move to the watch list segment that we've been trying to bring into the equation. And there's been quite a lot of games now played in the Premier League. And I think from last time, if I just remind everyone at home, so watch this is basically where we bring players onto a list, or we basically bring them to court to serve some time because they've not been performing or playing to basically to their standards or to their team standards. And if I remember correctly, Della, who was it? ETH,
Yeah,
Mudryk.
So we don't limit it just to players as well. So
of course, it can be managers as well. I think
clubs.
And clubs, yeah, you can actually say the whole club in general as well. So it was ETH, Mudryk, and there was one more, wasn't there?
Kai Havertz was on.
That was it, Havertz.
Was it just those three?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was those three.
What about Rashford?
No,
he never made it.
Yeah, we haven't done one since.
Oh,
yeah.
So he was actually doing okay around them times.
Oh, snap. So what, just them three players?
Yeah, them three. That's why we have to bring it back up.
Okay.
So if I basically start with the three that we have on it, has anyone got any objections to taking those three off, or are we keeping them all on?
Objection.
No. Let's start with it. So I think Strives have it.
Yeah.
You put Mudryk.
Yeah.
And who put ETH?
I don't know if it was me, but it could have been.
It could have been Joey.
Yeah, so let's start with Strives. If you want to take off Havertz.
Take the stand, bro.
Yeah, so obviously Kai Havertz has he wholeheartedly deserved to be on a watch list. I believe that with my heart.
Yeah, exactly.
No. What I'm saying is that he wholeheartedly he deserved to be on there. When he got put on there, he deserved to be on there. He wasn't earning his wages, in my opinion. But ever since then, he's honestly, man, he's put, like when there's egg in your face, that's how I felt watching Kai Havertz. He's literally, like I've said in one of the episodes, like he just seems to be able to not do it all, but do a lot. You know what I mean? He's able to work in the middle of the park. We saw for Germany, he played at left back and scored. You know what I mean? He's played up top. I mean, he's now contributing goals, Champions League goals, Premier League goals. He's getting assists.
Has he done enough though?
Listen, when Arsenal lost to West Ham, you know what? Everything was going around social media, going around the press. Where's Havertz? We needed Havertz. It was like, where's Havertz? Because what Havertz gives you, he gives you a multifunctional way of playing football. He doesn't necessarily. He's not your Mo Salah, your Bukayo Saka, your Cristiano Ronaldo. But what he gives you, he just gives you efficiency. He just gives you efficiency. Sometimes he's gonna piss you off at times, but he's done enough to be off. Yeah, he's efficient. I think he's efficient. Like, you're gonna get some duels from him. You're gonna get physicality from him, and you might get a cheeky goal or assist out of him.
What? I don't think that means efficient.
No, I don't think that's
what efficiency. Like, let's say against Liverpool yesterday, efficiency like taking at least one of those chances.
Taking one of those chances.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. Has he done enough?
Ball in possession, 100% pass completion.
No, that's we're talking excellent, bro. That's you're 100%. You're asking for
at least 75.
I'm thinking efficient is 66%, bro. Efficient 66%
of your passes.
No, bro.
No, just like in general, like if your performance
66% of the time, you wouldn't call it efficient, bro.
It'll be like, yeah, it's an efficient motor.
No.
But in my opinion, I think the stats talk for itself. I think
read them out, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Let me get.
Bro, remember, you're trying to make your boss case, bro. You're his solicitor, bro.
Hold on, I don't
at
understand.
the moment, bro. I think if
but
if you guys got witnesses in the fucking stand, bro, I think they're not sure what's going on here. It's still 50-50, bro.
Wait, but you guys have been watching the football as well, though.
Yeah, and I think he should stay on remand, bro.
That is insane. Hold on, let's free you guys. So in 19 matches in the Premier League, he's got 4 goals and 1 assist. Yeah. In the Champions League, in 6 matches, he's got 1 goal. Yeah, so that's 5 goals so far in the league. That's more than he's one of Arsenal's top goal scorers this season.
4 goals.
5 goals including the Champions League, though.
Yeah, but obviously, let's say you're the defendant, right?
Yeah.
And if what's the other guy? What's the attacker? The one that's attacking.
Kai Havertz is the defendant, and
then what's the other guy? The prosecutor.
The
prosecutor would say, but like, let's look at the goals, bro.
Okay, so
do you know what I mean?
Let's look
one
at
of them was a penalty.
One of them was a
charity penalty.
One of them was a penalty. You can't call it.
It's charity penalty. Come on.
At the end of the day, whether you call it a charity penalty or not, you still got to score them.
But it was a charity penalty.
Whether it was a charity penalty or not, you've got to score them. I don't believe in charity penalties. I think you have to win the game.
Fair.
Right, and then we had a goal against Luton. He won us the game there. Won us the game, and that was needed. So he's actually won us. He's actually been a match winner a match winner for Arsenal.
No, wasn't that Declan Rice?
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking it was Declan.
Brentford.
Your Honour, let it be known that this guy is willing to lie.
Your Honour, I made a mistake. It was Brentford because he's been winning so many games for us recently. I'm getting them mixed up. So it was the Brentford game actually where he won us the game, and then Luton he took the lead.
He played in that game.
Yeah, he took the lead. He took the lead, and then Declan Rice just killed it off. And he was just scoring back to back. If you remember that period, it was continuous goals, Champions League, 2 Premier League goals back to back, and they were all important goals.
And then he got the assist for Martinelli.
Just to add some a bit more to your case, I think he was voted Arsenal's Player of the Month last season as well.
Beautiful. I think a player of a player of the month player of the month for what is it, December or was it November?
No, I don't even count those. I think ETH got player of the month, and then Maguire got player of the month. Manager of the month.
Arsenal's player of the month.
Oh, so it's a fake one.
Oh, so yeah.
So the club player of the month.
So the rest of the league has no bearing on
Yeah, exactly.
But the club player of the month and Arsenal was top at Christmas.
They're trying to falsify the information. I feel, Jerry.
Arsenal were top at Christmas because of him. Well, there is no prosecutor here, but I'm happy to take. I'm happy to take that role.
So I'm thinking they're trying to falsify the information.
No, they're not falsifying the information. Obviously, what's happening and what I think the jury and the listeners should bear in mind is everybody is fresh. Has got his performance yesterday.
Recency bias.
Yeah, recency bias. Fresh in their minds because
my
of
friend. I think it may be you. Recency bias.
The thing is, the only thing I would say with Havertz at the moment is like, if you take him off, he's only coming off because you're paying like a ridiculous amount of bail money. But he's still going to have to come back. And
at some point he's going to come back. We don't expect him to not be a repeat.
That's crazy. You think he's coming back? I think.
Let's put it to the vote.
There's one more thing. I'd just like to say, as a prosecutor, I'd like to point the fact that it was the defendant who put him on the list in the first place.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want the jury to be aware of that. And as the Right Honourable Drake said, once somebody offends, they're likely to repeat offend.
But you know, by nature, it's the person that puts him on has to take him off, innit?
No, we have to vote him off.
Yeah. But they have to put a case for and against.
Oh,
yeah. If Dre put a Modric, so Dre has to say if he wants Modric to come off.
Oh, okay. But what about if we don't think that Modric should be on there? Like,
then we vote and he comes off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it? Okay, so we can just vote, but if you... Oh, snap. Okay, cool. But I personally, I think that case has been solid. Obviously, as the guy that put him on there as well, for me to see his redemption art, I don't see why my fellow peers can't see the same, and I trust you guys to make the correct decision.
Cool.
Respect.
Go on.
I would... I don't know, man. It's like I said, I'm in the middle
of the case. Look at the merits of the case.
But the thing is, like I said, the only thing I can say with Havertz is I could grant him bail, but I wouldn't take him completely off the list. So I don't even know. That's just where my mind is at the moment.
It's a watch list. It either comes on or stays on or comes off.
I'll take him off.
Wow.
One count, one vote. Joey, do the right thing.
I'll let them vote. I need to be more relaxed. I'm going to say.
I'll take him off.
No, man, that was a good case. I want to hear what Joey had to say anyway, even though his vote don't matter.
No, personally, I don't think he should have been on it in the first place because I think, as Della mentioned, he's at a new club. He needs time to be bedded in.
Fair enough.
I'm going to vote yes because I need you to understand that this is how tight it was. For your mistake and your hastiness. So let that be a lesson to all the other offenders out there as well, bro.
Hey, Havertz, have you done it, baby?
Well done, Strauss. Well done.
Havertz is officially coming off.
He's free.
Coming off.
Now I can cuss him in peace.
Yeah. We can move straight to Mudryk if you want.
It's you, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. We can, but there's not. The thing is, I was trying to put a case together for this guy, but I don't think I can.
As in for him to come off or to stay on?
No, he can't come off.
He's definitely been better though. But
I haven't been watching him, so
the thing is, I delved into it a bit more, and he's played 806 minutes of football, and he's only scored 3 goals. And I think only 2 assists or something.
I don't expect him to get goals, especially when they got Nicholas Jackson in the current form that he's in, who's actually banged 8 goals, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
But with such a hype that when he came to the club, you know what I mean? And then that he was linked highly with Arsenal as well.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You can say that, man.
Yeah, but he's just not really... He's not really hit them heights, though.
I think he's got 3 goals in the Prem, 1 in the Carabao.
Yeah, he got 1 in the Carabao,
and 1 assist. What goal was it that he scored that looked...
Against Arsenal.
Oh, so that was that was this season. This season, the fake one.
Cole Palmer cross.
Yeah,
okay.
The fake one.
Yeah, I don't think he did that goal.
Yeah.
But other than that, I
remember there being some... Yeah.
I can't really... think of why.
Yeah, let him stay, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no case for him. Like, he's not really done any. He's not. What can I say? He hasn't really improved.
But why did you put him on in the first place?
Because of the hype that he got coming into the Prem.
Because when you did put him on, I did question it because he wasn't playing any games.
Yeah.
So how does he come off to watch this if he's not
He's playing games now and he's just not performing, is he? He's played 800 odd minutes of football and he's not.
I mean, the way he arrived at the club is watchlist worthy, though. Like, you came with a big fanfare, obviously.
But that was the season before, though, so it was unfair to like put him on the watch list.
But he technically should have been on it from last season and on it to now because you haven't even done anything. So, I mean, Chelsea should probably be on it rather than him, to be completely honest.
That's true. But I'm happy to keep him on there anyway. He's played basically nearly the majority of the games this year, though.
But if you put him on and you don't care for him to come off, then I don't care either. Then
yeah, I can't. He's not. Yeah, man, I was hoping that I think I put him on there because I thought he's probably going to prove me wrong anyway. Even though when he starts playing because of the hype he came with, but he hasn't. So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm all for keeping him on that list.
Right, let's get to the juicy one.
ETH.
Who put him on there? Was it Marley Marr?
It might have been Marley Marr, you know.
No, it wasn't because he was a believer.
Oh, was he the believer?
Oh, then it'll be Joey. It'll definitely be Joey.
Well, I mean, just watching the Man United 2 Wigan 0 FA Cup. Just seeing Rashford come off for I don't know what minute it was, but they've just done a whole highlight reel of how ineffective he was in the game.
Yeah, they actually subtitled it "Ineffective Rashford."
How is it?
Yeah.
Hang on, but are you talking about ETH or Rashford?
I'm just saying that because he's under ETH's rating in it, and I mean ETH he's got to stay, bro.
I mean, I mean, since the watch list, he's been knocked out of Champions League.
But he has won manager of the month. Okay, that's irrelevant, but hey.
He had that little spell where he was the most informed club.
But let's not dwell on it because are you trying to take him off the list?
I said that he's got
Striver. They went out the Carabao as well to Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean, bro, for me, he honestly stays.
I'm Man United, and I'd say he stays anyway.
But the person that put him on, they didn't want to even take him off anyway. So there's no point.
Yeah, I think unless you guys have like a reason why he should come off.
So all right, cool. So Eric Ten Hag, I'm voting. He stays on the list.
Yeah, everyone's voting.
Sorry, wasn't Onana on the list?
I don't know.
Yes,
he was.
I think Marlon put on.
Yeah. But again, I don't think Marlon Marr would have voted for him to come off.
Nah, I don't think so either.
So
that's an easy one.
Focus on who you want to put on.
Yeah. Stripes?
No, I haven't started this one because I've actually got someone in mind here, but I don't want to go through what I went through with Havertz. So I'm trying to think about
a player.
He might be, you know.
I know you have to put Saka.
Come on. I wouldn't put Saka. I wouldn't put Saka.
That's John Boy. John Boy would do that.
Saka. I'll go. I would like to put Poch on the list.
Poch.
Ooh, okay, Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, just based on the fact that because when we did our predictions, I think I either predicted them to be top 4 or top 6. And that was based on the fact that they don't play that many games. Obviously, they're not in Europe. So I'd have thought Poch would have had more time with his team. And I expected them to be doing a lot better. And considering Poch, yes, he's a new manager, but he's not a new manager in the Prem. So he should have understood what the Prem is all about. So I know Chelsea have had injuries, but based on Poch's reputation, experience in the league, and the fact that he has more time with them on the training ground because they don't play in Europe, I would have expected Chelsea to be in a much, 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 much better position. So for that reason, I want to put him on the watch list until things start to improve. Yes, we're seeing signs of them improve because they've beaten Luton, they've won their game in FA Cup, but I need to see more consistent performance. Never consistent, but I need to see more points on the board,
Yeah.
and then be in the top half of the table, at least challenge for top 6, top 5, top 4 before he comes off.
I would have said just put him on the bloody watch list just for what he said. Didn't he say you need to spend more money?
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah. So if there's no rebuttals,
Yeah, no, I think my only objection will be, I think.
But that's a hard one though, because it might not be Poch. Again, that might just be an overall club one.
Okay.
I looked at his stats once upon a time versus Graham Potter a couple of maybe a week or two back, and Potter's was more favourable.
Yeah, I know they weren't that much different, were they? Like Potter had a bit better, I think.
Yeah, and I can't think of too many objections to what De Estrada said. To be honest, I think Chelsea. I had Chelsea as being in my top 8 predictions, and I can't see that coming true.
Yeah, them 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to have Poch on there.
Yeah, as I was saying, my only objection will be the fact of the current climate at the club. Obviously, like, for me, we're not going to learn anything more than we were going to learn from Graham Potter at the club.
what do you mean by that?
It's a shit position. You've got loads of players that you have no interest in. Obviously, we saw that interview with Jamie Redknapp and Harry Redknapp when they're saying, like, what the fuck? Frank Lampard. Talking about Mudryk. Like, so it's a hodgepodge. And they're just saying, go out there and do something about it. And I don't think any manager will be able to be good at that. And we've seen Potter fail, who we had in some kind of decent regards. And we're seeing Poch, the same thing happen to Poch. So I didn't have any expectations of him because of that.
Right.
And obviously your predictions show that as well.
Yeah.
But in some ways, I think I have factored that in. But obviously, based on the fact that he's an experienced manager, also an experienced manager in a Prem, he knows what it should take to have better performances. And
I did think that as well.
And it's just that alone. I understand the predicament he's in, whereby he's got loads of players. But guess what? I think things even become harder for him when all these players come back. Because how do you satisfy them to give them game time when you've only got one game a week? So it then becomes even harder trying to,
and because of that, and it's not something of his making. Obviously, it's something of his agreeing to put up with, but it's kind of, I think it's a bit unfair to put him on there because, again, I don't think any manager would be able to ride this situation well.
And he might have to lose players that are like from the academy or because of FFP. So that's out of his control as well, just to try and balance their books a bit.
So what's man saying that you can't go on the list or what?
No, obviously, whatever the vote is, isn't it? I vote against.
Okay, so it's 3-1. So yeah.
What you said? You said yeah.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him to go on there, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy for him to go on there.
Jeez, tough day in the
next up.
courthouse.
Yeah. I can go if you want. Actually, my one probably be no surprise for everyone. I think it's about time Anthony went on that list. Yeah, he's come with a big transfer fee. He's thinking in the Premier League. I think he's gone like something like 1,400 minutes without scoring a goal. So 41 appearances.
You're really into this minutes thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but there was some stats where people will put Anthony's games and thing and compare it with but someone with no one. But recently, someone compared it with Klopp.
Bro, I'm not surprised. He's just been woeful.
He's got
bro.
nothing.
He actually has nothing, man. And when I've seen him play, he has not been good at all. Like at all. He's not even. Obviously, he's got that court case on his head or whatever with his ex.
Isn't it over?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's been finalised.
I thought she dropped the case.
Did she definitely drop it?
Yeah, I think, and that's why he dyed his hair black in celebration.
Oh, wow, that's even worse then, because I thought he still had that like, lagging over his head. But yeah, and I think the fact is that ETH still plays the guy, which is even worse. Yeah, so I've got no words for this guy other than. Yeah, it's just not Man United quality or standard.
I've got no objections, man. I vote yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
Easy.
So I've got one more as well.
You've got one, okay.
Obviously, my one's Zinchenko. I mean, do I need to?
Yeah. You need to put a case for it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't think there'd be that much resistance.
Oh, you thought? No, you thought I was
you're as angry as I am in terms of how he's been playing, bro. But obviously, like we've seen Trent go through the hell when they talk about his defending ability. Then we see a team that I think probably is, arguably has been up there in terms of the best defenses in the league, and they're constantly let down by this guy. Either Arteta has to figure out how to play without a reliance on Zinchenko's side being a lot more solid, or Zinchenko needs to do the basics. So obviously, like you know, we've seen him as a leader of this team. He's a senior figure in this team.
Yeah.
There was that time when they played Man City, they got turned over and they rubbed his head like a fucking genie's lamp. And obviously now, like we have high expectations in the season where they've just finished second in the league, and apparently they chased City for the title, and we've been underwhelmed. I mean, he scored one scissors kick in the box, and that's about it.
I don't know if I don't think that's a strong enough case to put him on there, you know?
Potentially not. I just thought you guys would agree with me, bro.
Yeah. You know, because I personally, my objection to that, if you don't mind, Your Honour, is I feel like he's an important cog in the way that Arsenal play football. Obviously, defensively, he does have his frailties and he can be very frustrating. But, you know, that's down to the manager playing him there. But in terms of what he gives the team, I think he gives them a lot more than he takes away. And funny you mentioned Trent. I mean, Trent is doing his thing and Trent is revered at Liverpool. But in terms of, I feel like what Trent gives to Liverpool going forward, Zinchenko gives similar.
This guy's got to go down. This guy has got to go down. He doesn't even give it to 5%.
Wait.
5%, bro.
I was waiting for
this
that.
guy's going to burn in prison.
Wait. He's got a goal. He's got a goal and assist, and he's not on set pieces. He's got a goal. He's got one goal and one assist, and not on set pieces. And Trent has got 2 goals and 3 assists, and he's on set pieces.
But bruv, can he defend?
So come on, it's not that.
Bruv, he's a left back.
It's not that funny.
Bruv, he's a left back. Can he defend? Why are you telling me about goals?
Can Trent
and
defend?
assists?
Yeah, man.
He didn't even believe it.
Yeah, I think
I mean, you heard him. He's been shouting all podcasts. He's been shouting all podcasts.
Trent might have gone on there as well, but he's improved. So
Trent was on there last season.
Yeah, do you remember?
You not put him on last season.
Do you remember?
Did he?
I remember.
Oh man.
So I'm just saying that, like, if Trent has been on there last season for his bad defending. Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, I get where Joey's coming from. I feel that left back position for Arsenal has always been a bit problematic at the moment.
So
I think they keep changing Zinni from there.
They put Tomiyasu.
Yeah, they put Tomiyasu.
Like,
so I actually get the point that Joey's trying to make. So it's an interesting point.
So rotational.
It's an interesting point. What are you saying? Is it getting on the list?
You know what?
Question marks. Question marks.
Also, before you make it, because I know you seem like you're on the fence. You got splitters.
I'm trying to listen to both things.
Just before you make your decision on this, one further objection. Is international duty. He scored past England and really put a dent in England's.
Yeah, but we're not doing internationals. Though.
It's just part of his repertoire of what he gives.
You can consider international for
the player, for the player that's going up. So yeah, that's my my objection. I'm voting no.
You know what? I'll put him on there.
What? His argument wasn't even strong, you freaking fraud.
I don't think my argument was strong, but I think your argument tipped him over to my side.
I think the Ukraine game, I was like, what did he do other than the goal?
What are you saying, Delestrada? Is he going on there?
He's going down, bro. It's too late, bro.
Based on what Joey's saying, yeah.
There's a point.
We all know defensively Zinchenko isn't the greatest, isn't the best. But there has been multiple occasions where he's let a good defensive team down by making silly mistakes.
That's true.
But that would be okay if he was doing what he needed to do if he was Arsenal going forward. But I do feel the left side of Arsenal has been an issue. I'm not just blaming it on Zinchenko. Obviously, it's a combination of obviously, let's be real, Xhaka was a cog on that left side. He made Martinelli tick, and he obviously protected Zinchenko. Now you have Havertz, doesn't offer the same thing. So unfortunately, it's not his fault. But I do agree with Jerry that maybe he should go on the watch list and see and do what Trent did last season. You know, when Trent was on the list, he proved us strong. So yeah, Zinni just needs to be. He needs to do that. Get a bit more consistency in his game, and do. Fair enough. We know defensively. Okay, the only way I'm going to put him on this list, Jerry, is if we agree and say, you know what, defensively he's always going to be, not always going to be. He may be a liability.
You have a mistake in him,
but if he starts to prove that he can do what he needs to be doing going forward, then we can consider him coming up. But right now, he's not doing it in both directions. He just seems that he's void of confidence and. In both directions, so yeah, I'm happy to put him on that.
Yeah,
list.
he's got 3 less goal contributions.
Sorry, it's not we're my performances.
I agree with Del on that. I think my only issue is when he gets beaten, it's the way he gets beaten. I think it's too easy. Like
but Trent can be guilty of that as well. Like yesterday,
Trent always gets ripped by really good guys.
But yesterday, I think he beat him twice easily.
And then
I know what I'm saying, but if that went to a goal, that's
But again, we kind of expected it from Martinelli, and like I think Martinelli would do a lot worse to Zinchenko. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with that. That's I think it's the way it happens, but yeah.
Cool. So what, 3-1, yeah?
3-1, yeah.
Zin is on it.
Zin is on it. So what we've got, the new list is ETH, Mudryk,
Zinni,
Pochettino,
and Anthony.
And then Strives.
Well, yeah, man. I'm not sure about the Zinni one, man. So.
No. I know what you're now gonna do. Yeah, you can't say you're not sure about this anyone. If you put anyone else in this Arsenal team on that list, it makes no sense. And you objected Zinni.
This is the thing is that
would be crazy.
This is why it hurts me. This is why it hurts me to do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it's trying to guess it. Martinelli, get your ass down to court. Martinelli has been making me sick.
Object Zinni or put Martinelli on.
This is why I said the expectation of Martinelli is too high, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying,
But
bro.
Put your case forward.
Martinelli went from scoring 15 goals. He's the top goal scorer. Arsenal scored 88 goals in the season. This guy's probably contributed 20% of it, maybe more. So now, bro, the guy, he's dribbling, he's looking down. I knew he did that. Sometimes he's dribbling and the ball's hitting his knee. I knew he did that. That was fine. But he gave me pace, he gave me power, he gave me goals. Yeah, gave me a couple of assists. Bruv, he's giving me nothing this season, bruv. Absolutely nothing. His goal was a deflected goal from City. I don't even know how it got attributed to him. I've got bets on him against Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes has been injured all season, bruv. And Harvey Barnes is still in with a shout to win the bet, bruv.
Do you ever watch a cartoon back in the day, The Roadrunner? He goes, meet, and he just runs, bruv, and he bangs into the wall.
Wow. People are saying Martinelli should have started yesterday. I saw him off the thing, and I promise you, I wasn't even bothered. I love Martinelli. A United fan that used to listen to the pod, I don't think he listens anymore. When Morris was talking about the Napoli guy,
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, bro. I was taken up for Martinelli, bro. Martinelli was my guy, but I don't know if he's. I personally feel like he has more right being on that watch list because he needs to be watched.
Yeah,
Zinni's doing what Zinni does.
Wait, so let me just give you some context. Obviously, I'm the defendant of Martinelli.
Yeah, go on.
Martinelli at his clubs. Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce his team, Ituano or whatever. 3 goals, 13 goals. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at matches played. no goals first season, 3 games, so fine.
Cool.
13 games, 6 goals. Good return.
Not bad. That's good, actually.
First season at Arsenal, 14 games, 3 goals. Decent. I think that's decent.
That's okay.
At Arsenal, yeah.
Season 2, 14 goals, 14 games, 2 goals.
Okay.
The season after that, 29 games, 6 goals.
Okay.
And then obviously, I think at the same time, Bitcoin pumped. And he got 15 goals in 36 last season, so that's a great return.
So that's great.
So we're seeing an upwards trajectory. So you could be forgiven for expecting from him because you're seeing an upwards trajectory.
Not necessarily, because that jump, like I said, is a real pump and dump. It's a real pump and dump because now he's got 2 in 18.
Yeah.
So when I was saying it could be a purple patch, I wasn't being disrespectful. I'm just trying to say like you may have too high expectations because of those things that you said about him: pace, power. And what was the other thing? Dribbling and goals. He's only dropped one of those things.
Let me ask you. Let me ask actually all the pundits at the table. Has Martinelli's performance been strong enough that you would argue without him, Arsenal will be laboured this season?
I think so.
I think his performances have been good.
I think
they would be.
He may not be getting the goals or the assists, but
exactly.
he has been a threat.
Yeah, he has.
And sometimes
Champions League only, in my opinion.
Premier League as well, bro.
And sometimes maybe like he's been guilty of maybe overhitting the cross. But even in terms of scoring, how many chances have been created for him to score?
He's in the positions.
You know, so and even this is where Arsenal give, because if everyone says Saka's always getting doubled, if you're getting doubled, then that means someone else on that pitch is free. If Arsenal switch it to Martinelli, then he can have that opportunity to run. So personally, I will not put him on the watch list.
Fair enough.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like you're being too harsh and not fat.
I think he's a quality player.
No, but especially as I said, how Xhaka played a pivotal role in that left side. The only reason I put Zinchenko, I was happy for Zinchenko, because I think offensively, he's meant to be one of the most experienced players for Arsenal.
Yeah.
And he just seems like he's void of confidence. Martinelli is one of the younger players. And on that left side, it's all dysfunctional for him. You've got Havertz, who is a one-touch player or doesn't hold on to the ball. So personally, I wouldn't put him on the watch list.
But then Zini, even though he had his bit of a howler against Liverpool, he's got his act together, and he played the rest of his game.
In what part did he get his act together?
After the error, you saw him still doing the things that you saw him still trying. Do you get what I mean? Like he didn't look like he didn't look like it that knocked him off his game. You saw him still try to.
I'm just in like for the last couple of games I've been watching Zinchenko, he just seems, I don't know, he just doesn't.
Seems a bit off.
When he first came, he was like, give me the ball, and he playing that pass. Right now, he's hesitating. So
a little bit,
and that impacts Martinelli, because Martinelli, if I make that run, I'm offside. If I don't make it, are you gonna pass, or are not gonna pass? So there's a lot of things for Martinelli to contest with. So I personally. And I'm doing it for you, Frank.
Listen,
this is what you did with Havertz.
I know. That's why I did. This is why I was thinking about it. But I have faith that Martinelli, after he has his Dubai break, he will come off of there. That's why I thought I was thinking about it. Whilst you guys were putting your
I was going to say, I hope for your own mental health he comes off that list.
I don't know that he'll get on there, but I just thought let me put him forward, because from what I expect of him, I think he's a quality player. I feel like sometimes his final executions let him down, and his final decisions let him down a couple of times. But these are the reasons why I want him to be scrutinised. I want the watch list to be doing player cam on him, so that we have.
If he finished the season on 10 goals, would you be happy with that? Because he's got 2 now.
2, and then he's got 2 in the Champions League as well.
Yeah, just Prem.
Oh, just Prem.
Yeah.
10's
fair.
Because obviously that would be in line.
Yeah.
If you take out last season where he got 15, that would be in line.
Yeah, if he got me 10 goals, I'm cool with that, you know. He's a winger.
This kind of looks like a season where you can get like between 8 and 10.
18-2. 18 games, 2 goals.
I mean, the season before that was 29-6.
He's on course to finish on 5 goals, bro.
The season before that was 29-6. The one before that was 14-2.
Yeah, but he's getting older now, and he's playing with a better team, and he's got a more mature coach that knows what he's doing now. He should be better.
We've heard everything, so let's go around. Joey, is he on?
I'm happy for Arsenal fans to be on it, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
What? You defended him and said yes.
No, I don't care, bro. I'm happy if you went, because you're gonna regret it the same way you regretted Havertz, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, he's on the list, bro.
I'd put him on the list as well, to be fair.
I was going to say no, but I'm outvoted.
I mean, I'm with you, but he has to feel. If he doesn't feel it, he won't hear it, bro.
So hold on. So you lot didn't want to do this for Joe, but I don't mind, to be fair, because he needs to be. I personally think we should swap Martinelli for Zini. Personally, I think Martinelli deserves to be on there more than Zinchenko does.
Listen, you raise
I think
a good point.
Zini's got.
You raise a good point, but I don't know if the court is willing to hear it. Between me and you.
Cool. So that's all the players on our listing, right? So we've got Martinelli on there now, Zini, we've got ETH, we've got Anthony, we've got Mudryk, we've got Poch.
Oh no.
And
Onana.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on those as the season goes on.
Well done, Kai Havertz.
Well done.
You're happy about that one. He might be back on there, bro.
Well done, Strauss, bro. Well done, Strauss. Good.
Anyway, we're out of time today, so meet us back same time, same place next week when the Prim will be back. So listen to us then. We're out.
Cool.